Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in as usual. So this is going to be the October 2020 reading. I know it's October 5th as I am going to be posting this, but as I always say, take what resonates, leave what does not. I did pull some crystals for today. A lot of emotional balance kind of coming in, a lot of grounding. Emotional balance meaning like there's a lot of movement, so it's like almost to ground our energy and to kind of bring calmness and some balance kind of coming in. So I'll kind of go through some of that stuff. I always work with rose quartz. So what I did is I pulled some cards this morning. I was kind of led to pulling different ones. And then I pulled out, there's my cat, sorry. Then I pulled out my Archangel deck, and those I will do more of like a live reading when I'm kind of signaled by spirit to kind of bring that in as well. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of read the cards that I pulled first and just kind of let it flow and kind of see what comes through. I feel like already, even coming into this reading, I feel like I have a lot of like chest tightness where it's like a lot of like anxiety, anxious energy, almost like because what I feel is so much is moving and so much is changing. It's almost like things coming in and you're almost just trying to find like stable ground, like both feet on the ground. So it's interesting, of course, that the first card that I did pull was meditation. So I'm just going to kind of open these and just get kind of a general gist of what is going on. And then I'll kind of keep going. Okay, so this is what I feel like has been going on. And we've talked about this quite a bit, but we know that there's been a lot of growth going on, a lot of changes, a lot of releasing the old and kind of stepping into the new. But what I feel like is coming up and what is happening in October is this like new balance of like who you are. And the one thing I'm being drawn to the meditation, and I keep being drawn to like this gold and this yellow, which are emotions. And it's almost like I feel like those of you that are meditating, it's helping you ground your emotions and help you understand your emotions and sort of what's coming in, because the emotions that are coming in, I feel like are shedding light on like what it is that you actually do want to bring in. Like the emotions are creating this, what's the word? It's like a roadmap to like everything that's going on. So I want to say, as far as meditation goes, I feel like a lot of you are meditating. Like I feel like you guys are taking the time. Like I'm seeing someone driving in the car and you putting on like your favorite song or whatever it may be, but it's almost like whatever meditation means to you, to keep on doing that. So again, that could be driving in the car listening to your favorite song. That could be going out into the woods and walking. That could be going to yoga. But keep that meditation up. Like even the numerology on this is number 8. And what I feel like is happening from this meditation, from this silencing of the mind, is abundance. It's like I said, these emotions that are coming up in this like unstable ground and this sort of like roller coaster of just kind of like all these gifts that are kind of coming in. It's like this is helping you stay grounded. It's helping you like stay centered and understand kind of what's been happening. As far as like the sensitivity, I always get drawn to like the darkness and the light of this. This feels like, oh, okay, I understand. Oh, as I drop the other cards. So what I'm being drawn to on this, one, the numerology is 3. I always think mind, body, spirit, balance. So it's almost like there's this, dark aspect and this light aspect of us. You see like this new growth of flowers in here. I think you guys can see that. But it's almost symbolizing to me like you are within the balance now. Like, yeah, like they're showing me the dark and the light on the amethyst. And the calm energy of the amethyst. So it's almost like you've been going through these like uprooted changes. You've been going through this like massive transformation, and you're regaining that focus. You're regaining that control on the emotions. You're regaining the understanding of who you are, of kind of what is coming in. But this to me feels like the cycle is ended. Like this feels like the ending of that. It's almost like the ending of like the dark part of it. Not saying that there's not going to be more in the future. And I don't say that to like scare anyone, but it's almost like without the dark, like we can't really see the light. So it's like we need the darkness. We need those times in life where we're really reflecting and trying to understand and kind of grow and learn and evolve about, you know, who we are and what we want. And I feel like that's what's been going on. Now, all the time, whenever I pull the boundaries card, one, I always think of like self-love and self-worth. And I feel like that's what's been coming in after this dark and the light balance. I feel like you're understanding your self-worth and your self-love more. Like, it's almost like I see you walking on the pathway with like the peacock. I always think of the phoenix, which is like, you know, the rebirth, the transformation. And I feel like that's what's been happening. This feels very feminine to me. So again, connecting back to the emotions, it feels like a rebirth or a re-understanding of your emotions, of like why you do the things you do and like where that stems from. It's like a deeper understanding of who you are. Yeah. Like then they're bringing up the growth, like, and all the gold in here, and the butterflies, like this transformation and this deeper understanding. Like I'm being drawn to like this time, like pocket watch. And I almost want to say like, be gentle with yourself as far as timing goes. Like they're bringing me towards like that, divine timing aspect of it. Like you can see how patient she is, how well lit she is. Like she's bright, she's vibrant. She knows that she's going on the pathway. She can see her transformation. She can see like her emotional balance and her understanding, but just like be gentle with yourself. If you have bad days, or if you have days where you're like, oh great, not this again, because even I myself, like over the weekend, I was kind of resorting back to like old behaviors and this old like belief system. And it's just like, the thing is I'm more aware of it now. Like I'm like, okay, well, this is coming back up. So what am I doing that's triggering this within me? Like what part of me still needs to understand and see like what it is that triggers this, these thoughts to kind of come in that are no longer serving me. Being drawn to, yeah, there's like even this fish again. So there's the fish, I always think like water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, so again, this is really centered around emotions. I'm really drawn to this as well, like children, playfulness, but this also feels related to like family and relationship type of stuff. It's almost like the growth that you've been going through and what you're going through, I feel like are really influencing your relationships, and it's really kind of changing the game. So like you can see she's in the foreground and this is like kind of off to the side, just in front of her a little bit. That's right where I feel like you're at. It's like you've gone through, you're closing out this cycle, you're growing, you're understanding the light and the emotional side of who you are and kind of your behaviors and why you do certain things. You know, in the healing, I've noticed the healing candle. And it's like, you're right there. Like it's all right in front of you. I feel like by the end of the month, what I'm hearing, like October 27th, October 28th, I feel like all of this is going to become so much more clear to you, as far as, who's coming in, who you want to come in, career, stability, finances. It's almost like, what's the word that they're, what I want to say is divine timing. And I see 50 and oh God, this is like the third time I'm seeing 50. Oh, thank you. God, they're good. So I've been seeing 50-50 like all day, and I'm like, what? I'm like looking up the angel number. And 50-50 is you are directly on your life path, and that everything is flowing the way that it's supposed to. And everything is clicked into place and is like, so say everything in front of you right now is clicking into place. But then, so everything within you is now clicking into place. But now it's like, let's fast forward to the next like 2 or 3 months, like through the rest of 2020 up until 2021. It's like all these things are like lining up for you like this. Like I see everything kind of coming in. And it's like you're walking and it's just you're taking the step. You're letting everything just unfold for you because you've gone through this this rebalance and this refocus and taking this time to really figure out who you are and what you want and what's important to your soul. And I feel like everything that is coming in is really just going to be like one abundant thing after the other. It's like, and this has already started to kind of come to fruition for me. And you know, just within, oh, they want me to pull one of these too. Just within like the past couple of days. And, oh, okay, sorry. I pulled a card and they were like chatting away. And everything is kind of coming into fruition, kind of flowing. And I'm like, this can't, you know, ego kicks in and you're like, this can't be true. Like, this can't be right. And it's like, sure as heck, you know, you've worked so hard, like this is everything coming to fruition. So really trust and really lean into the knowing that you are fully supported and fully led. The one card that I did just pull was time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do, confidence, enthusiasm, courage, and charismatic. So this is reminding me that whole like be confident and understand that, you know, riding the white horse, they always show me this in meditations, like when I'm ready to like be free. That's what I feel like. You're like breaking free and you're like riding into the sunset, so, you know, so to say, like but this feels within your self-confidence and your self-love. So bringing it back to everything that we're kind of saying, just really keep leaning into what it is that you have been kind of cultivating for yourself and kind of bringing in for yourself. That was really beautiful. I'm going to be pulling more of the angel cards, but we'll kind of see what the tarot kind of brings in. Love the strength card. Love the justice card. Okay, 2 of swords. So my intention when I was pulling the tarot, so just these 6 cards, okay. October is going to be a good month. I can feel it. Wow. All right. When I pulled these cards beforehand, my intention was just kind of what's going on with October and just kind of like what the energies behind it. With the tarot, I kind of pulled and was just like, what do we need to know? Like, what can we expect kind of a thing. And this is like a gorgeous spread. So immediately we're talking about the strength, and normally when I see this, it's like finding strength, you know, like you're really going to have to power through something. You're really going to have to, kind of tap into that inner power, but I feel like you're already doing it. Like, as far as seeing this for the month of October, it's like you are already pulling from the strength. So it's like there's nothing really more that needs to be done on that side of it. It's like you're kind of just in your power, and you see how like effortlessly she's just kind of sitting there calmly. It's like, and you have like this full circle kind of behind her, like this completion. It's kind of like you've done the work. Like even the lion is kind of just hanging out and just really gentle. But this to me, for this reason, this reading feels like you've kind of done everything you need to, and you're really just kind of like standing in your power and your strength. Now, with that being said, the Justice card, this is also that balance that we're talking about, that rebalance. And this is almost like I'm seeing the owl as wisdom, as knowledge, as experience, and then I'm seeing the sword as strength. So it's like you're balancing out the wisdom and the knowledge from everything that's been going on. I mean, she's even looking up, which is making me think like, you know, your connection with self, your connection with spirit, with the universe, with those around you. So it's like you're kind of, and even this is making me think of like death and rebirth, you know, like it's recalibrating. So like she's looking up and she knows she's connected. She knows that she's abundant, and it's like she's usually using her power and her like forward focus to understand everything that she's gone through, to understand this death and rebirth within herself. And she's now using, like, you see the owl is right in front. So it's like the owl is front and center. And I'm even drawn to like the gold. So it's like gold and the owl. So that is what is really leading the way. Like she has all the tools that she needs to, and now justice, now balance is kind of coming in for her to kind of continue forward. It's like you have all the tools that you needed. Now it's just applying them. Which brings me to these next 2 that I kind of, that we have. So 2 of Swords and the Chariot. I love the Chariot. I always feel like whenever I feel the Chariot, it's like the good stuff is coming in. I mean, and don't even get me started on 10 of Cups and the Empress. I'll go into those because those are my, like, love those. And the Hermit card. Okay. So at first I am pulled towards this crescent moon right here. And I feel like this is a surprise coming in. I don't feel so normally when I see this, it's like, oh, you know, you're blindfolded and you can't see the truth and you can't see like what is right in front of you. And I feel like maybe that is what the past was. Like, let's say the past crescent moon. So let's say last month, maybe you felt blindfolded. Maybe you felt like you were at a cross where you were like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. To almost where like you felt like paralyzed type of a thing, like almost like not knowing like which way to turn or what to do. But in this case, I feel like what's coming in, like you notice the dark and the light and like how effortlessly powerful and beautiful the chariot is, like forward movement. I feel like this is a surprise that is coming in. It's like you at first were like paralyzed and didn't know like what was happening and didn't know like where you were going, who you were, like what's going on. And I feel like now you have this forward movement. Now you have this balance. Now you have this like power. Like we talk about the sword. Like now you have this power. You have this magic. You have this like inner worth, this inner self, this like inner like clarity that I feel like what is coming in is like, what's the word? Well, now they're drawing me to the 10 of Cups. Is the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups, oh, and the words that I heard are wishes fulfilled. So it's like you're standing in your strength. Everything is coming full circle. You're at ease. You have this death and rebirth, this rebalance, this internal power. You have this inner wisdom and this like flourishing gold, just like abundance that is coming in. And I almost feel like divine timing, like for this surprise, it's like almost there was a stagnation, like you were stagnant and you weren't really sure what to do. Now the forward movement is coming in. Now all of the wishes are being fulfilled. Now everything is almost like clicking into place. When I kind of showed you with the crystals, like one thing right after another, it's like everything is unfolding for you in a way that, and the one thing that I am hearing is like, it's beyond what your thought or what you could have ever even imagined. So it's like, imagine like the ultimate fulfillment. So this is like physical birth. This is like becoming a mother or father. This is entering into like a loving, beautiful relationship. This is financial success. This is relationship success. This is, you know, you see the rainbow, you see the calm waters. It's almost like whatever wish you have been trying to manifest is now coming in for you. Again, this feels like it's before even the month's end. Like I want to say by October 27th, I feel like all of this is being combined and being ready to like be stood in as the Empress, which is like, I mean, this card is like stunning. I mean, come on, it's like all gold. The Empress is so gorgeous. It's this like feminine energy, this feminine woman just, and take this as, you know, feminine and masculine, like we both have that within us, the energy, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. So take this as like your heart and your feminine energy as really taking center stage here and really bringing in like your wishes fulfilled. It's really bringing in like this new growth. It's like, I want to say this feels like this is for career. This feels like this is for relationships, and this feels like relationship with self as well. So it's like you have this newfound inner power, this inner peace. Like I keep feeling super serene and peaceful. It's like you have this newfound peace and serenity about you because you know your worth, you know your power, you know what you want in life, and now you just get to kind of let everything twinkle and everything kind of fall. This 10 of Cups feels really significant for like mother, father. So whether you are, like I'm really drawn to the connection with like a soulmate connection or like a very significant relationship that I feel like the people that are in it, it feels really significant with children. And for those that are waiting for that to come in, it feels really significant for it to be coming in if it hasn't already. Again, by like October 26th, October 27th, I feel like. And again, the Empress, this feels more like career and this feels more like self. And, you know, we talk about career And we talk about relationships and all these things, they're just an extension of self. So really imagine the Empress and her just being really in her power, her divine energy, her feminine energy, and just really knowing her worth and herself and her soul. And it's like that is what is kind of being created from all of this forward movement, from all of this balance, from all this wisdom and power. It's like really quite gorgeous. I'm just gonna pull an angel card here. This Four of Ariel came out again. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. This actually feels like I'm always very focused on the when you give, you also receive. So it's almost like when you talk about the divine feminine energy, like what I've been doing to kind of open this part up within me, I imagine my heart as a rose that is like opening up to bloom, and I say out loud, like, I am open to receiving love. I'm open to receiving whatever love is meant for me and things like that, because it's almost like that is you giving love and that is you receiving love. So give and receive as much as you can, because that is what really keeps that flow. That's what really keeps that forward movement and the balance between the dark and the light. A card that just flew out was the Magician, Archangel Raziel. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So if that's not like the ice cream on top of the cake with the whipped cream and the cherries and like the chocolate and caramel and peanut butter, I don't know what is. So this feels really beautiful. I'm actually going to try, I think I'm going to pull just one more, just because I feel like someone needs just a little bit extra support. Let's see here. What do we have? Yeah. Okay. So for those of you that aren't seeing this, thank you for this. This is wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do this in order. So for those of you that are feeling like you haven't seen anything yet come to fruition, this message is for you. So the first one I pulled up was Archangel Raguel, for justice, number 8 in numerology, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. You can see the balance kind of, one outweighing the other. And then number 8, I always think of abundance, as I said before. So whatever this fear that's coming up for something not working out for you, it is going to work out for you, and it's going to work out in the best way possible, which is going to continue to bring in the abundance that you are seeking. As far as along with that, Ace of Raphael, see if you can see that. A positive, new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So the Ace of Raphael, I always imagine this as healing. I mean, even like the 2 dolphins back here. So this makes me think of like a unity or a partnership that's coming in. So this can be a partnership for work. This can be a partnership in love. This can be a partnership in family, even just within like yourself. And yeah, you can see even like the healing. So I want to say whatever has been happening, it's almost like whoever is experiencing this has really gotten rid of a lot of stuff, like a lot of old, I don't want to use that word, old beliefs. Like you've really cleared out. You have really transformed yourself in a way that these relationships that are coming in and this partnership that's coming in, like you can even see like how lit up he is around here. Like all of that positivity and all of this like unity that's coming in is from you. Like it's not coming in from anyone else. Like this is the your hard work coming in, and really just like it's like proof in the pudding. That's what I feel like hang in there, because it's coming in. And then the 3 of Michael, release the past, you will grow from the situation, time heals all wounds. I feel like that is for this Justice card. Actually, if even these two are tied together, this one feels closer to the Justice card. I feel like whatever is that you feel isn't coming in feels to me like it's an ego standpoint. It feels like it's an old self standpoint. So when I think 3 of Michael, I think of like, he's saying release the past, you will grow from it. That's what I feel like is happening. It's almost like once this balances out and you get that abundance, you see the difference between your old self and your new self. And that new self is what brings in this positive and emotional experience. That's what it feels like. So continue to believe that what you are doing is working. Continue to pull from that positive mindset. Continue to pull from this abundant mindset and let go of that old self, because when you do let go of this old self, you get to bring in all of this goodness, all of that healing. You get